What's up everyone, Maximilian here, and with the recent patch and balance adjustments that came up for Street Fighter Cross Tekken, I wanted to make a quick recap video so you guys can see some of these balance changes that have taken place with the game, similar to previous balance patch videos that I made in the past when the game was actually getting updated rather frequently. Now this isn't the big patch that everyone really wanted to see, the huge one that would adjust everything and fix all of our problems with the timer, meter, you know, all that stuff. It's small adjustments to characters that people had major gripes with over the past few months. So let's get into a few of these so I can give you an example of what some of these gripes were. The biggest one was Hurricane Kicks. Hurricane Kick and Hurricane Kick spam was some of the most frequent, I think, complained aspects of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. And they have addressed this. So we're talking about Ryu, Ken, and Akuma. And more appropriately, their air Hurricane Kicks, the amount of hit stun that they induce, their hitbox, like the way you can actually engage damage on them, and their overall movement has been reduced for the most part. Their Hurricane Kicks now act more like them in Street Fighter 4, which I don't mind as much. Essentially, you can't throw out a Hurricane Kick from full screen and expect it to hit and get you a bunch of damage now. If you want to properly cross up your opponent, you have to space it like you would in Street Fighter 4, and you actually have to hit the Hurricane Kick at a certain time at the peak of the jump arc. So I think this is an absolute necessary adjustment. I don't think it was something that was extremely bad when the game was out. However, it was very annoying to certain degrees that people could just throw it out and you couldn't do much about it. So I'm actually down for it, and I haven't actually seen much of an adjustment when using Ken, as far as using it as like a cross-up kind of vortex thing. So it's not that bad. The other thing that was changed about Ryu is that his donkey kick is no longer safe. It is now -6 on block, which means you can fully punish it. Rolento was one of the characters that was changed a lot. Rolento and Raven received similar adjustments, where their standing light punches no longer have such ridiculous block stun and frame advantage, so they can't press forward and light punch repeatedly and keep you in a block stun loop for more than 10-15 seconds. This has been nerfed. It's harder to do this with both characters, and you can properly reversal through their light punch pressure now. They also changed Rolento's crouching light punch, and essentially you can hit him out of it a lot easier is what it means. Aside from that, it looks like Raven also had his crouching HP like sweep move removed. It's not like completely removed, I'm sorry, it's been adjusted that the loop cannot go to more than like 5 reps anymore. It can actually just go to 3, and the same thing for Xiaoyu. These characters can actually loop their sweep attacks multiple times, and it did a lot of damage, and for both of the characters it was a really good move and asset, but at the same time a little unfair that they can do a heavy attack linked into each other that many times. So that has been adjusted. And last but not least, Jury Super used to do a ton of damage in the original Street Fighter Cross Tekken, and they've actually changed this. It used to do 350 points of damage, and now it only does 300. Jury was a very damage-dealing character, and she can take your life down in a heartbeat, and it's kind of good to see this change. So what do you guys think of all these new adjustments to Street Fighter Cross Tekken? I personally am really waiting for that big adjustment, like the universal cast adjustments, things that will be changed for every single character, complete new balance changes. I really would like to see that. I think these things are kind of minor, and I think it's interesting that they're actually nerfing some of the things that make the game more offensive when Street Fighter Cross Tekken is kind of a defensive game. But let me know what you think in the comments, and let me know what you think of the characters so far. My name is Maximilian, and I'll see you guys next time.